This speaker, he has done his Master of Computer Applications. He is a Vice President and a co-founder of Zeomega. His hobbies are cycling, watching movies, enjoy playing with his daughters. I asked the speaker, what is something that nobody knows in our club about you? He said, his daughters think he is the Hitler. I am sure when the daughters grow up, they'll realize that his father was Hitler for their own good cause. This speaker, he has given only 4 speeches. I had an opportunity to see his corporate presentation on YouTube, which he gave to his groves of employees. It was such an inspiring thing that he has transformed so much with just 4 speeches. And still he is hungered. In spite of this transformation, the speaker told me that he is still not moved out of his comfort zone. It really shows how much he is hungered to learn and take risks. Dear Toastmasters, please put your hands together and welcome Toastmaster Raja.
Good evening. Between 6 to 7 p.m., there used to be one common sound, tuck, 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 during my school days in our school. Whenever my dad used to sit with me while I am studying or is teaching anything, this is what happens. Mainly when he used to teach mathematics. My skull, being hot like a rock, it would resonate the sound, tuck, 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 and don't allow anything to go inside my brain of what he taught. If my mom would hear this sound, tuck, 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 continuously, she would show her face from the kitchen and tell my dad, don't hit on his head, already his brain stopped working, and she would continue her work. My dad wouldn't give any heed to her words, and he would continue with tuck, tuck, tuck. When he asked any question, if I didn't give the right answer, that's it. He would fold his thumb over the fingers and hammer down on my head. I can't even cry. If I cried, I was sure of another tuck, tuck, tuck. It would be my lucky day if he is not thinking of another question. For me, more than pain, my thought was, then I can escape from him so I can go and play. For a few years, we lived in quarters where the houses are close to each other. It's like compound house. The families can sit in front of the house, our kids can study in front of the house. In front of the house, we had a large cement bench where my dad used to conduct classes for me. So whenever he used to hit me or scolding at me, it would be the great show for my neighbors, friends, and mainly for the girls. When I go to play, after this, the first question from my friends would be, hey, what's man? Looks like your dad beaten you left and right. And the message wouldn't stop at the state playground. It would travel to my school also. My dad did the other thing was sharing his childhood struggle for food and money. But I wouldn't be interested in listening to those. But I have to act like I am listening seriously. Otherwise, I was sure of another tuck, tuck, tuck. I realized I carried this family legacy, tuck, 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 with my daughters also. But my today's kids are not like me. If I hit my daughter first time, she would shout in lower voice, "Dad, don't do that. It means my turn is over." If I hit her second time, she would cry very loudly, and everyone rushed to the hall and started questioning me. And I have to stand and answer like I did some mistake. And my daughter will be watching like this. Sometime my house owner, who stays in the first floor, he would come down, lock the door and get in and ask me, "Sir, any problem?" Because he hates sound pollution. But he's fine with all the vehicle making noise. If she continues crying, sometime I have to beg her, "Baby, please stop." Otherwise, my other neighbors also join, come and start questioning me. Whenever my dad used to hit me, I would be thinking, in future, I should be a good dad and always playing with the children and no beating at all. But at times, it's very difficult to follow. But I'm putting constant effort to stop, tuck, tuck, tuck. Before I'm hitting my daughter, I have to make sure all the doors are closed, make it as soundproof as possible. If I start telling the story of the struggle, what I went through, the response would be, "Daddy, it's boring. Say something interesting." I have made a promise to make sure that I stop, tuck, tuck,